Hi guys, and welcome to another video. As always, it's been me reviewing the Palace match, our 2-2 draw against Arsenal on Sunday. A bit late, so I do apologise for that, but here we go. So obviously going into the game, obviously a team like Arsenal, the so-called Big Six, it's always going to be a hard game. But going into it, other than our last few results at the Emirates, you know, barring our 4-0 thrashing, well 4-1 thrashing a few seasons back, we have caused a bit of trouble to Arsenal. So I was thinking, you know, let's see. And, you know, because they lost on Monday, the previous Monday against Sheffield United, and they didn't look all that in the Europa League on Thursday, you know, just getting a last minute winner by 2 pretty amazing free kicks by Pepe. So yeah, I was thinking, okay, to be confident because of that, but we just got to play our game. You know, we played okay against Man City in the previous game, and you know we are in good form. So it's always going to be, you know, I knew we were going to cause Arsenal problems. So anyway, going into the game, we started off the worst possible way, conceding 2 quick-fire goals, both from set pieces, from Socrates and then David Luiz, and I was like, honestly, what this season we just can't defend from set pieces. We've got 12 centre backs, you know, in Cahill, Kelly, you know, Tompkins when he's in, you know, and they're all good at heading. And why can we just not defend from set pieces? It's what really gets on my nerves. You know, we surely during the week, you know, he knows our weakness is set pieces, so why not practice on them? It seems every single week we either great us to make a save from a corner or a free kick, whatever. We have the last minute block, a last minute tackle, or we concede. You know, we never look like, oh, cleared, or Guaita just catches it when it comes in. You know, we never have that. We always seem, you know, so nervous from set pieces. And that's definitely one thing I want to see us improve. You know, going on to, you know, the new year and everything like that. That's what I want to see us improve on. You know, especially if we want to finish high up this season, which I think we can do. You know, and push Palace to greater heights this season. But yeah, set pieces are massive, you know, needs an improvement. Overall, after the shock of being 2-0 down, I think we settled into the game about sort of after 35 minutes or so in, and we started to show Arsenal, you know, we are here, don't think it's going to be an easy ride. And, you know, I was sort of thinking, oh, you know, go in half-time 2-0, regroup, and see what happens. But, you know, then we got to manage to get a goal before half-time. A long ball over the top from Milivojevic to Zaha, great first touch, drove into the box, and then Chambers stuck his leg out, and a penalty. You know, I've seen a lot of fans go, oh, Zaha dived, and sort of a lot of ex-pundits. I don't really respect their opinions. I didn't really take note of what they're saying. A few of them that I did, you know, it was mix and match between dive and a penalty. Now, I'm not just saying this because I'm a Palace fan, but I've watched it, I've looked at different angles, I've looked at all the VAR, you know, all the crappy lines and all that crap they do, and it is a penalty. You see Zaha goes away, Chambers sticks a leg out, and Zaha's leg catches Chambers. You know, so it is a penalty. I've seen penalty given for less that haven't even gone to VAR. So it is a penalty for me, 100%. And to be fair, I've watched a few of the Arsenal fan TV just to see if they were going to moan about the penalty, and to be fair, they didn't. So, you know, they knew it was a penalty. Also, I want to say, you know, how quick. Well, I don't understand. You know, obviously Zaha, you know, in the past he has dived. I'm not, you know, he has. I'm not going to just say he hasn't because I'm a Palace fan. He has. And sometimes rightfully he has been booked for it. But what I can't believe how quick the ref, Martin Atkinson, he was quick to just get the card out and book him. You know, as soon as I went over, I saw the ref. He just quickly ran over, didn't even think, and booked him for diving. And it's ridiculous. You know, you got this VAR in place now, so why isn't he waiting, you know, to see? He just immediately thinks, oh, Zaha, he's dived, let's book him. You know, that's the point of having the technology. You say, oh, I think, obviously it's going to check the penalty for a penalty anyway. But, say, oh, I think it's a dive, can you just check it for me? And, I'm glad it was reversed. But it just goes to show, how the refs are just too quick to always just book for diving. And, when we got VAR there, you may as well look, Anyway, but at the end of the day, the right call was made and we scored. Luca, again, from the penalty spot, he very rarely misses. And yeah, going into half time, thinking great. We got, it's 2-1 now. We can get on with it. And they did look rattled. After the few minutes of us scoring, we were pushing forward. You could see they were nervous. And anyway, we came out. We looked very good. Although we did get caught a few times, we looked very comfortable on the ball. We looked up for the game. We knew we could get back into it. And it was a great second goal, great equaliser. Ayew again scoring. Nice build-up play out wide to James MacArthur, who normally doesn't have a good cross on him. But this time, right on the money and a good finish from Ayew. Couldn't really miss. And 2-2. And after the celebrations died down, so went on for a bit, including me falling off the seat. But that's as classic away day things. If you go to away games, you'll know. And yeah, I was thinking, yeah, we can win this. We were getting at Arsenal. They looked very nervous. And yeah, it got towards the end, and I was like, when they got that, the goal was now disallowed. But when they got that, I was like, oh, for God's sake, great. Not even coming away with a point. And this is a sort of big debate that's continuing, going into Thursday now we're at, and it's still being talked about. So I think it was Chambers. He was driving into the box. I think it was Kouyaté and I think it was Cahill were fighting with the ball. They both sort of kicking at it. Obviously, one trying to clear it, one trying to get it to the goal. He eventually got it through, and I think it was Socrates or something that ended up getting the ball in the back of the net. Now, obviously, it went to VAR, and the goal got disallowed for a foul by Chambers. Now, a lot of the pundits are saying, how on earth was that a foul? And, I have looked at it, and it is very soft. And probably pre-VAR, if that goal would have probably been given. But obviously, I've looked at it, I can see maybe why they've given it, but it is extremely harsh on Arsenal, and I can see why a lot of their fans were angry about it. Yeah, but you do see in the replay, Chambers did kick Kouyaté, did have a kick at Cahill as well, missing the ball a few times. But then Kouyaté tugged at Chambers' shirt a little bit. There's a little bit of a trip from Cahill on Chambers as he went through. So, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's been given, disallowed goal, and we got the point. And we're actually very unlucky to not to win it. Late in the game, we were on a break. There was only like 2 Arsenal defenders back, I think. Cahill got the ball to Zaha. Then Guendouzi decided that he wanted to do a trial for NFL and did like a bloody rugby tackle on Zaha. Only got booked somehow. How's that not a red? You've literally clotheslined him pretty much. But anyway, so I reckon we could have pushed on for the winner, but I'll take the point. Any point against the top 6 teams or any kind of result is, great, especially for a team like us. And also during the match, you've probably all seen it. There's a lot of debate going on about Granit Xhaka, and should he be dropped from the captaincy and everything like that. I didn't actually see it on during the game. I didn't see it when he went off. But I've watched it back, and you can't do that. At the end of the day, his team Arsenal drawing 2-2 with us. He should have be jogging off the pitch trying to get the winner. Arsenal, I suppose the team want to be getting into the top 4. So, you'd think their players would be jogging off, trying to get next player on as quick as they can to make an impact on the game and get that, that third goal, to try and win the game. But he's walking off. And, Arsenal fans, you know, I've got him fed up of Xhaka. You know, they don't. It's his inconsistency. I think they're much annoyed about. But it's also that they didn't want him to be the captain because they don't see him as a leader. And obviously, it's come out in the press that obviously the players voted for him to be captain. So obviously he's someone the players respect, but the fans don't see it like that. But yeah, you just don't react to fans booing. You know, they're booing out of frustration more than anything. Obviously, one, because he's walking off. Two, because they're drawing 2-2 with us. So, you know, you can see why. And to, you know, tell him to boo louder and cup your hand to your ear and throw your armband down, take your shirt off and throw it on the floor. You know, ignore your manager's handshake and then walk straight down the tunnel. You know, it is disrespectful, but, you know, we'll see what happens with that. I think he will play for them again. I can see him playing for them at the weekend, but I don't think, if he's the captain that game, I will be surprised. But, you know, we'll see with that. Anyway, so back to Palace. So yeah, it was a very good result. Good point. So yeah, going on to the next few games, you know, we've still got a few hard games left out of this little run we've got. So we've got Leicester on Sunday, which is going to be an extremely hard game. They're looking very good. You know, Vardy, Telemans, you know, they look extremely good up front. Defence is solid. That Sonochu that's come in, you know, to sort of replace Maguire. He looks very, very solid. Even better than Maguire, I would say, personally. Schmeichel's been his usual self. Good save, decent distribution. You know, they do look very, very solid this season. You know, I can see them potentially gate crashing the top 6, maybe even top 4. You know, Rodgers has got them playing. You know, I think the way Ranieri had them playing in their title-winning season, I think personally, if not better. You know, they're passing. You know, I watched a bit of their game against Southampton on the last Friday night. And, you know, even though it was against 10 men, admittedly, but they were already 2-0 up at that point. Even though it was against 10 men, their passing was just crisp. They're back to front in seconds. You know, everyone knows what their job is. They work for the team. You know, they play for the manager. You know, it's a very, very good side Rodgers has built this season. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Very tough game. Last season we did beat them home and away. But, you know, I think this game on Sunday is going to be a lot harder to get a result out of. And yeah, so we'll see what happens with that one. And then after that we've got Chelsea away, and then we've got Liverpool at home to finish that sort of hard run of fixtures. Well, then we've got Burnley away, so that is still a hard game. But the run of games against like your top 6 sides, top 7, if you're including Leicester, whatever. So yeah, we'll see with that. It's going to be interesting. See if we can add something into the title race. See if we can take some points off the top 6 to Chelsea, Liverpool. See if you can get something out of Leicester. Yeah, but I think we're still playing very well. You know, I just want Zaha to get a bit more in the game, get some goals. He still hasn't scored yet. Ayew is still impressing me. Just is the way. You know, when we did sign him, everyone's like, oh, great. He's just back up to Benteke. But he's just overtaken Benteke. You know, he's scoring, he's playing well. You know, he looks a different player from when we had him on loan last season. But yeah, you know, Luca's playing well again. Cahill has really changed our defence. And just unfortunately, with the goalkeeper situation at the moment, Hennessy, I hope this week he's been working on, you know, set pieces, you know, and is he going to be a commanding keeper? And if the ball's there to be had, he comes out, jumps over someone, doesn't matter if he injures them and catches the ball, or is it going to be that one that's hesitant? Because definitely I think both of their goals, 100% the first goal, he should have been a lot more commanding, and you know, Arsenal wouldn't have got that goal. But anyway, it's over now. 2-2, good point away at the Emirates. It is a tough place to go away to, and yeah. So we're still in 6th place, still, you know, up there with the big boys, so to speak. And yeah, Leicester on Sunday, and let's see if we can get a good result out of that. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Any Arsenal fans that stumble across this, if you would like to drop a comment and see, you know, did you think it was a penalty? Do you think the disallowed goal was harsh? Any Palace fans, what do you think, you know, is going to happen in the next few games? And how did you think we played on Sunday? So anyway, yeah. So next video will be Leicester on the Tuesday night. I'll be uploading it. And yeah. Thank you for watching, and goodbye guys.